I know. I started. Did I start working on one? I don't know.
You talked about it.
Cheers. I did start. I did talk about it. Cheers, folks.
There we go.
Cheers, dears.
Cheers.
Yes. Welcome to the Deep Fried Neurons.
Yes.
The only, let's see. Welcome to Deep Fried Neurons. We learned it from watching you.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that.
That's good.
I'm into that one.
Which is true because most of the things I learned off of watching YouTube videos and similar. So.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the question, because this does eventually go up onto YouTube. And why not ask this question while we're streaming? Right now, we're only streaming to Twitch, and then we move it over to YouTube. Mm-hmm. We have the capability of streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I think our voluminous audience demands it.
Yeah.
I think, sure. I mean, I don't.
Carlin looks hesitant.
Not so much hesitant as like, okay, like, whatever anyone wants to do. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I started doing it for my Bar Makes Things lives on Saturdays, and it is good.
Oh, good. Yeah. So I think part of why we didn't do it at first was technical limitation.
Right. But we don't have those now.
Yeah.
I know it works. Only a good hour can prevent Todd from pouting. Cool. Yay. So what are you drinking, Carlin?
I am drinking vermouth with soda and lime.
Oh.
Ooh. That's
fancy. Yeah, we got ourselves a fancy what was it called? Dolma? Vermouth?
Dolan.
Okay.
Dolan vermouth. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of springy, summery transition here in Southern California, and it's like a nice light, easy drinking thing.
Easy drinking.
Yeah.
Very good.
Easy drinking.
Yeah.
I'm
liking it. I'm liking it.
Nice. Good.
And it's also one of our states, right? Right next to Connecticut, Vermouth.
Huh.
No.
Thanks for playing.
Todd Kurt, ladies and gentlemen. What are you drinking, Todd?
By our public instruction system. Once again, Bunny with a Chainsaw IPA.
Nice.
I mean, double IPA, so it's like 8% alcohol. Rawr.
Sweet. So what we're saying today is that Carlin is the only one bringing variety to the drinks, because I once again am on a big wave.
Yes.
Golden ale, because I got a box of 24 cans.
Oh,
and that takes a minute to go through.
A minute. Yeah, 60 seconds.
Depending on how your weeks are going. Yeah, but they've lasted this is lasting a couple weeks. I'll eventually get to a new beer. We'll see.
There's really no need.
And
yes.
Yeah, this is very important that we have different drinks and that we're reviewing them in depth. Every week.
I don't think that's really the show.
That's not really the show.
This beer has the flavor of my 16th prom.
Oh dear. All right, we're just gonna roll right on past that. Yeah. Barb, do you have a thanks for existing?
I do have a thanks for existing. My thanks for existing is a tool. It is, in fact, this tool.
Wow.
Ooh.
Which is big and exciting looking and a monster. It is, in fact, a large creature. It is called a crocodile big bite.
What now?
A crocodile or crocodile big bite.
I love it.
What it is is a hole punch that you can do different sizes. So I can do kind of a big one, and then I can go to a slightly smaller. And if I want, I can also use this to attach like grommets and rivets and such.
Oh, that's pretty great. It's got inserts.
And you can like change the like turn it and do another, just like turn these guys and do all of that. It's really cool. I'm very into this tool. The nice thing about punching holes, are you trying to catch a cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Crookshanks is in our house eating his food right now. Hold on a second. Not our cat.
Oh, okay. Take care of Crookshanks. Okay. And in the meantime, I will show you the beauty of this. Cat. Part of the beauty of this is see how deep this is.
Yep.
If I want to, I can punch a hole like.
Oh, that's really
obviously I could do it another way, but I can punch like there.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That is where I punched a hole, and it could have gone farther.
Wow.
This also is strong enough to like punch holes in cans and such.
Oh, like aluminum. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. In fact, oh wait, do I have one around? Because I could do it.
The one you're drinking, but I would not.
No. Like I've got a can. I have a can. Somewhere I have a can. I have lots of cans because cat food. Okay, here we go.
Oh, even steel. Wow.
Wow.
No problems. Yeah.
Wow.
Now you've got not a place for the carabiner to attach the can to your belt loop.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I know. I love
any piece of clothing.
Cool.
Please put a link in the
most ridiculous. And it's on sale at Joann.
Oh,
right now.
Give us a link. Give us the link.
I will get a link, and I will put it in the chat and all the places. But yes, in the meantime, that's my thanks for existing this week.
That's a pretty awesome tool. I love it. I love it when there are tools that are shown to me that I've never even imagined before. Like, we've all seen hole punches from like, kindergarten, and here now there's like this industrial hole punch.
Yeah. Well, so like it was made for gosh, the books with pictures, and people do fancy pages like photo books. Why can't I with words right now?
Collage. No, collages.
Not collages, but like the books. The scrapbooking.
Okay. Yes.
Scrapbooking. It was made, as far as I understand, at least it's always categorized in with scrapbooking tools. So
gotcha.
It's pretty great. Do you have a thanks for existing, Todd?
I do. It's a this amazing thing called a 9-volt battery. But wait a minute. What am I doing here? I've got a USB plug.
Is it a rechargeable 9-volt?
And if you notice, there's a little LED. Maybe wait. There's a little LED that indicates it's charging. And it's lithium ion, so it outputs 8.4 volts, which is better than normal rechargeables, which is like 7.2. So it actually is a good replacement. And and so when you buy it, it comes with a 2-pack. It comes as a 2-pack with this crazy little USB-Y adapter, which you don't need, but it means you can charge both at the same time.
So good.
Wow. So yeah, that's my Thanksgiving for existing. Is like, yes, these batteries are so crazy, and yet now like there's like a perfect amount of dead space for like a jack for something, So, yeah, totally.
It's so much better than the sort of like, oh, where is that crazy charger that I like never remember where I stashed it? Blah, blah,
exactly.
Blah. Like, that's really great.
So.
Here,
I'll provide a link at some point.
You provided a link for that, and I'm going to provide a link for this, and I'm also even going to put it up on the screen so that people who don't have the chat
Crop-a-dial.
Crop-a-dial.
2. Big Bite. Punch.
Big Bite.
It sounds like an 80s movie.
It does. Crop-a-dial 2. It is 100% that like bizarrely named thing that
It's good.
winds up being kind of hard to explain to people, but everybody just is like enamored with it because it's so cool.
That's pretty great. It's like a bolt cutter for hole punching. You know what I mean? It's got this, like,
it's got the big, like, that's the other nice, like, because it's got such a huge, it's got great leverage.
Yeah.
It's got
mechanical advantage.
A deep throat, I think is the technical term, which is also a naughty term. So did you end up catching a cat, Carlin, or is he still off?
I just moved a little too quickly, a little too fast. So the not our cat snuck in our door. The orange cat, which is not our cat, snuck in our door as he is wont to do. And then went after our cat's food bowl. And then our cat came in. Let's see. And now this is what I'm dealing with at the moment. So there's not our cat who I let back in, but I hid Max's food bowl. And then there's another not our cat right outside the door.
Oh, that's not Max.
Our cat. Frame, neither of which. Oh wait, there's our cat.
Oh, Max, come inside.
Wait. The cat can't hear us. You're on headphones.
Max.
Oh, okay.
Max. Max, come on inside.
Sometimes it's hard to get Max the cat inside at night.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little early in the summer for him to come inside, but since we were doing deep fried neurons, my real mistake was that I fed him and then opened the door, so we don't have his usual bribe to come home. But so I'm part of why I'm letting Crookshanks hang out inside is hoping to convince our cat to come in and get him. But if I move too soon,
now the cat live stream.
If I move too soon, I'll lose him. So we're just gonna move here. But
you want me to go chase him into the house?
No.
Maybe he'll come in and hang out with you, Todd.
Sometimes he does.
Thanks for existing. Yes. This is sort of a preview into like what I'm going to be showing is the paperclip. So it was instrumental, incredibly important in my prototyping efforts.
Clips are wonderful
today, and so it's what's holding down. They do have a couple of the binder clips, but mostly it's just the regular old paperclip was really helpful when I was trying to like figure out how to position things when figuring out the fish for my project today.
Nice.
For your project.
So there's a really wonderful book called, I think, Small Things Considered, that among other things the author talks about the evolution of the paperclip, and it's actually an interesting ride.
Small Things Considered.
I think so. Yeah, Henry Petrovsky or something. It's a pretty small read, but yeah, it's as someone who likes to watch how it's made and things like that, to have a novel that is about the evolution of this very mundane object and the manufacturing and engineering prowess that had to happen for it to come into being was pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh, I just looked up a Small Things Considered, and it's the microbial world. I think that's different.
Ooh, that's, I think, not the same.
Not the same thing.
If I find it, I will.
It's under This American Life, Small Things Considered. That makes sense. That they are actually. But it also it's interesting having a second thing called the same, a second blog called the same thing as this one, when we, Deep Fried Neurons, are in fact not the only podcast.
Yeah, someone copied
called
us
Deep Fried Neurons. Yeah, I know. They went back in time and copied us.
Damn it.
Damn them. Damn you. Damn you, Deep Fried Neurons.
Damn you.
Here.
All right. So, what do we do this week?
Considered. What did we do this week? Carlin, do you want to go first because you were just showing us kind of your thing? Or do you want to not go first?
Sure. No, I can go first.
Do you want to like be on Mac's watch instead?
Well, that's a
Sigh.
Tell you
sigh.
what, start yours. If he shows up and you have to run and get him, you run and get him. And Todd and I will will vamp. We will say interesting things because
Beatbox.
we can do that. I can bust out my crocodile again. We'll make music with whatever's around us. I'm kind of into this idea now.
Okay. So I made, I guess, I have to share twice. Oh, hi, Crookshanks. Are you back, honey? So I made, and I will share, the evolution of useful things. Thank you. Please update the notes in our agenda.
Sure. We have an agenda. I mean, I have an agenda, but
We always have an agenda. Oh, yeah.
We don't.
It's in the chat, Todd.
We had that one. One terrible week where we didn't have an agenda and everything went to hell.
It really did.
It really did.
It was talk about that week.
Don't talk about that week.
It was wild because we don't actually look at the agenda that much.
But knowing
we
that
didn't
it's
have
there
it, we lost
makes
it.
all the difference. All the
Apparently.
difference.
Make an agenda, folks.
All right, so I'm sharing a screen. I'm sharing the blog post as per usual, I would say. And so mine is the first. So I took the multivibrator circuit and I attached it to some support circuitry for a motor. And so we have one, it's actually two motors on each side.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her? I think we might have
she
lost
switching
her.
camera, maybe?
Maybe. Do we need to start our music? Ooh, wait.
Here, wait, I can get even more annoying.
Oh, actually, I have. Oh, wait, where is it? I made. You seen these?
What is it? Maracas? Where'd you go?
Gosh. She's back. We were doing music.
You missed out. Like we can't hear her yet. But she can't hear us yet.
She can't hear us.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I had jostled my computer and the power cable had fell out. And as soon as I opened the Falstead link to the circuit, it just drained every last coulomb out of my
your
out of my
laptop's battery.
Yeah, and just like zot. So here, so let's try this again. Share screen.
Zot.
There we go.
That is the Zot is the UC Irvine rallying cry.
Oh.
Wub,
Cool.
wub, wub.
It is the sound of an anteater. Sorry.
No. So
random.
we had this kit in the lab, and you can see there's 4 hobbyist motors in it. And it solved my problem of how I was gonna like handle things. So my circuit is actually driving 4 motors, one for each. It's got individual drive potentially on this little robot. But my little robot isn't using any of the fancy boards that you can see here. My little robot is using the A-Stable multivibrator through a couple of tip 120 transistors to drive it. I got it all wired up. It was working. It was great. And I realized, this sort of isn't like a finished project looking thing at all. So I will go ahead and like give it a sort of skin. And when I was looking at the movement, it seemed very like fish scurrying around a pond. And so I used strips of paper and paper clips, and I made a little fish. And then let me share a slightly different window.
Slightly different.
I could share a video file directly. That's good to know. I don't have that set up in the moment, but hi, Crookshanks. I see you.
That's a newer feature.
So I'm going to play this video. Oh, Crookshanks, get off the counter. Shit.
Oh. Okay, yes. So this is us. Ooh. Oh, it's going. Nice.
Yeah, so the coolest thing to me about this is that there's no computer involved. It's just the astable multivibrator doing blink left, blink right, basically. But she's got one of the motors hooked up in reverse, so it like reverses.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'm back. Cool. Crookshanks was Crookshanks isn't very good bait. So what happened was when I took the so I had to take the top of the motor off. So this motor thing, I guess. Can I have the screen back? I guess.
Oh yes. 1 moment.
It's two stories, and so what I did is I cut a piece of paper, and then mounted it under the top platform here. It's two platforms, and so to give me something to anchor the outside to, so I could potentially remove it. I can't, so I could get to the different circuits. But when I hooked everything back up, apparently I hooked up one set of the wheels backwards. It wasn't really supposed to do that, but it was sort of fun to see. The cat was like ran away, so this is maybe why he doesn't really like trust me to come into the house right now. He's like, "You made that thing; it scares me." But
yeah, that's cool.
That's what I did.
Okay, Kylan.
Like fishy, and so that's I think like a good like fish go left right, astable vibrators go left right, and yeah.
That's neat. I like it. You should go next. Do you want me to go next, Todd, or do you want to go?
Oh yeah, mine's pretty quick because mine's just a hack on a previous thing.
All of us have quick
so
ones.
let me shift my perception here a little bit. So this is, you might have noticed, this is the little robot friend from 2 weeks ago. Only he's caught a little speaker creature, and it's kind of the same as before. But now when you light up his dual photocells, which I think you might be able to hear.
Yeah.
And so because the way the multivibrator works, where it's actually changing both the on time and the off time, you can actually get sort of 3 different notes because you've got 2 things that are changing. So you can do like besides obviously like varying the pitch like this.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And yeah, that's the back of it. The same construction technique as before, super sturdy. And you can sort of see how the LEDs are being affected by the speaker. The right LED is much dimmer. That's the side that the speaker is being driven from. And it's also adjusting. It's also stealing the brightness of both LEDs as you go higher up in frequency.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
And that's because the as you go up in frequency, the on time and off times are getting very short, and so there's not enough really time for the LEDs to light up very much. Let me switch back to my normal camera. So basically, little robot friend with a speaker.
Robot friend. I like it.
And so it's the exact same circuit as last week's. The only difference is that the capacitor values were reduced by, I think, a factor of 10 or so, which puts the oscillation in the barely audio range, like around 100 hertz. And then by putting 2 LDRs across the timing resistors, then you further reduce the period or increase the frequency. And so it gets really squeaky when you start to shine light on it. And yeah, so that's my multi-vibrator for the week.
I like it.
I like it too.
It's a robot theremin.
Almost. I think we'll get to better versions of those in the future, perhaps.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
Dun.
Cool. So I can go now. My project, the circuit is the same as, like, I didn't do anything fancy or life-changing with that.
Mm-hmm.
I did, however, yeah, there we go. Oh, there's my crocodile, my massive industrial hole punch. I know. I did take some LEDs and hot glue, soldered some long wires onto them, longer, and hot glued them inside of pieces of a straw, so that I could get them where I wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have that. Otherwise, circuit exactly the same. And so what I do with this is, if I plug it in, these are, in fact, rainbow LEDs. Which I mean, they've got the, can you see it? A little bit. Here, wait, I need to shade. Hang on, let me get up.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're in a sunny room, it seems.
Yeah, I'm right by the window. How's that? A little better? Wait, let me turn off this light. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah. So you can kind of see. So it goes back and forth, and these capacitors are the same size.
Blink.
However, you'll notice that they don't change it. They don't take the same amount of time to alternate back and forth. Which we're assuming is because the little LEDs, the different colors, need different amounts and drain the capacitors more or less quickly. Oh,
because these are those color changing LEDs.
These are the color changing LEDs, yeah.
Yeah.
So they just, like, if it was just on, it would just like rotate through a bunch of different colors. But they're like, wherever it is in that period, it kind of continues from there. So like the red one taking less is just kind of taking longer to go through.
That's cool. It's almost random. Like in they're like, normally you think of an astable multivibrator as being very regular, but this is like got this
Yeah, so this is pretty. Yeah, this is pretty fun, and it's like, okay, what matches that particular kind of thing? So I took this box and I cut some holes in it. And I put it behind, and it's a little hard to see because it is so very bright.
Yeah.
Let me block something. Find something else to block it with. There. It's cardboard. So,
oh, that's awesome.
See, focused, unfocused. I just cut out holes and put like little pieces of paper over it. Yeah, clearly when it's darker, it's a little bit more. little blips of focused in the midst of a steady state of unfocus. That's how I've been feeling today. yeah, exactly. But sometimes, sometimes you hyperfocus. Sometimes you hyperfocus, you know. But as you say, it's pretty random. Yeah. No, it's so good. Yeah, no, this was pretty fun.
That looks really fun, and I like the fact that you capitalized on the jitter to be like thematic. It's really good.
Yeah, it makes me wish I worked in a normal office because I could put that just above my monitor of like, this is my current state. Only
Accurate.
bug me when I'm unfocused. People would be like, "Oh, dang it! Oh, dang it!"
Nope, can't bug me anymore. It's all done. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, I like this. This was fun. And the other fun, oh gosh, is it around here somewhere? The other fun thing was that with this, like, depending on what kind of corrugated cardboard you use, like a lot of like the bigger boxes, delivery boxes, have fairly large corrugations, pretty big, like flutes. This is tiny.
Oh yeah,
It's so
they're
little.
really tight. Yeah.
I'm like, that's so cool.
It would be really interesting to have like someone explain like why one would use one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, how do you get some of this stuff?
What, the cardboard?
Well, just like if I wanted to get like it in sheets.
Yeah, boxes are us, not far from us. I'm sure they have.
There's there's websites where you can say, okay, I want this kind of box.
What is this thing called a website you speak of?
I don't know. Yeah, but you find the kind of fine corrugation in boxes that are smaller and made for like more like specific product based kind of packaging. Like this is from this is like the outer box of a cardboard VR headset thing.
Okay, yeah.
So they have like, a nicer finer corrugation on that. And I found another one. Gosh, I don't remember what it was, but I was like, "Ooh, you also have very fine corrugation." So I think that's kind of part of the idea is like if it's smaller, if they want to be more precise with it, because being able to fold along the flutes, well, they're not folding with the flutes. They're folding against the flutes. I don't know, but it's thinner. That might be part of it too. Just like the cardboard being thinner, you need to have smaller. Yeah. It's probably that. It's probably nowhere near as complex as what I was trying to think. But yeah.
I don't know, man.
Who knows? Yeah.
So good.
It is really fun.
Yeah, I like that. I got all excited about the cardboard, and now I kind of want to like tear apart different kinds of cardboard and like play with like the textures and like alternating the different like sizes of the corrugation and do some kind of artwork with that.
Totally.
Really
cool.
Cool.
All the different textures interplaying with each other.
Could be fun. But like, you often get ones that are just like real big like that.
Totally. Yeah.
Nice. I know the bigger bubbles in bubble wrap are for higher impact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the bigger the bubble, the more of the impact it can cushion. So I wonder if, so like how high it can fall from, kind of rating. And so if you are gonna like ship something across the country, you get the big bubble wrap. But if it's like local, you could maybe get away with a little rubber bubble. But so I wonder if the corrugated cardboard is the same. It's sort of like how big is your shock cushion?
Yeah.
Like how much travel?
Yeah.
How much travel?
It's like
that'd be something I'd love to learn about. There's the engineering of all that.
Yeah. The hugely thick, like really, really thick cardboard. Like what was the there was some instance when the military wanted to drop like a tank or a Jeep or something, just like
an egg
drop it out
of an apartment building. Sorry,
from a plane.
Yeah,
they're like we're gonna drop it. We're not gonna put a parachute on it. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm probably not. I'm probably
that would be the
missing
Mars River.
But I do know that they put like a ton of cardboard underneath it, and it was extremely, extremely thick. And it did a really good job of cushioning the don't spill again. Fall. It's a can. This is one definite benefit of it being a can is it's harder to spill out of that hole.
Totally.
But yeah, there's some really, really thick cardboard, and then there's the ones that have like the kind of honeycomb pattern inside. Cardboard's fun.
Maybe we should do a packing material themed project at some point.
I like that.
Your next electronic circuit can only be built out of cardboard.
Oh, sure. I'll figure something out.
I'm on board.
On cardboard.
I'm making things with
What
cardboard.
do you have any preview hints for us for next week, Tom?
Audio oscillator.
Cool.
One that's actually tunable, unlike the astable multivibrator. Like if you were to look into using the astable multivibrator as an oscillator, you'll find it's very much a pain in the butt because of the fact that it has these two timing elements you have to adjust in synchronization. And so I tried to emulate that on my little robot friend with 2 photocells, and that was a real pain. And so there are other oscillator designs that use just a single timing element, a single RC, and a feedback configuration. And so I'm still on the fence whether it should be an op amp based thing or a CMOS inverter based thing, but because both have pros and cons. I'm still trying to figure out, do we want to go down the sort of the noise toy inverter path, or do we want to go down op amp path, which is like the path towards like designing real circuits, like designing real audio circuits. Real audio circuits. Like if you want to build your own synth, you go down the op amp path.
We have a vote for op amp.
We have a vote. Yeah, from the.
Don't care. I think that will sound great.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is the inverter technique is actually really interesting because it's basically using a digital part in sort of an analog way, and these little CMOS logic inverters that no one really uses anymore because everyone just programs Arduino. But you can do clever things. So that's what it'll be. And hopefully early next week, we'll have a blog post denoting what that will be and what the parts will be so people can buy their parts. Yeah.
And I can dig up what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yay.
Less than like $3 in parts, I think, if you were to buy them brand new.
And just the ones you need.
Yeah. No, it's a thing. I mean, I think all the parts I'll be using are the ones I've got off Amazon. Because it turns out you can buy op amps from Amazon. And they
get everything
work.
from
If anywhere near it, people should go to All Electronics. I don't know if they have a will call now.
They do not.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
not
now?
open in person. At least last I mean, unless they've opened since last I checked, which was maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They were taking orders online, but were not open for pickups and not open for in-person shopping.
Got it.
Yep, that's what their website currently says too.
There we go.
Anyone watching this, if you want to give patronage to a really great surplus electronics store who also has new electronic stuff, All Electronics, they're based in Los Angeles. They've been around for like 40 years or something, and they have lots of really fun, weird things. When you go there in person, you can visually just experience all the weird things. But the website's pretty good too.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. I like going there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of the few places in Los Angeles you can explicitly buy an Arduino.
Mm-hmm.
Like where does one, like if I'm like, I need to buy an Arduino right now, where do you go? Yeah.
I was just gonna say. Otherwise, you have to go down to Micro Center. Do they have them? Fry's has.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Fry's. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See.
Oh.
So please buy things from All Electronics so they stay around longer.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Maybe they'll open up again.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
Oh, hopefully, and maybe
I know. No, yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah,
we're just
but they should
relying
stay
on
as
them.
close as long as they want you to feel safe. I think
Well, I
that's
think it's less. It's not as much necessarily that as the county guidelines, because the CDC said. Did I say this exact thing last week? I feel like I might have. The CDC is like, go nuts, folks. And
What could go wrong?
yeah, but like businesses are still like limited by what the county says.
yeah.
So
Good. I mean, like I think letting people
Yeah.
take it county by county is the right approach because different counties are in different situations.
yeah, as
In
we
terms
are
of the
here.
percentage of vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the last
we're
time they
so
were
lucky.
updated was like a month ago.
Yeah, we're
End
so
of May
lucky in
now.
LA that so
April.
many people have seen the wisdom and are getting vaccinated. So, yeah. Okay, well, we might have had a really short episode.
I know this is pretty short. We went through our projects pretty quick.
Yeah.
Hang on, I am the stream DM. I can mute him.
Oh snap!
Can I unmute you? Oh, I can. There we go.
That'd be awesome if it was like, Zot, you're dead. You've been
Done.
banned.
I mean, I can
Forever.
remove you from the stream too.
Todd was kicked from the channel.
Yeah. Oh.
Just for that, you get no chainsaw.
Oh, dear.
chainsaw. That's okay. I have a big wave. Big wave? Big wave.
All right, and I am out of cocktail.
Uh-oh. We should get off this stream so you can go rectify that. No jokes, please, Todd. Or Jay.
Rectifier. I've got a bridge rectifier somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good joke.
Make the bridge rectifier symbol.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's for each of the four dials.
It's a diamond pattern.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is some terrible hand gesture, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, someone's going to take a screenshot of this and be like, see?
See, they support sending everyone into the sun.
Well, don't I?
Okay, now I did spill.
Uh-oh.
See, this is what I get. And I just cracked open that beer. Oh, man.
Oh, damn it. A
I
brand new
know.
beer even. That's even worse.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't spilled on any electronics, so, just my
It'd be
table.
much more exciting if he did.
Yeah, that's the word I'd go for, Todd. It's exciting.
Exciting.
That's the one.
Hey, I had a multi-month period of excitement when I
You
spilled a bunch
did.
of water on my laptop.
You really did. Yeah, you had a much worse go of it when it comes to this particular situation. But I did spill my beer.
Damn it.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
All right, well, we should let you go.
We
Clean it
should,
up.
yeah, we should go since we finished our things.
Yes.
We
Cheers.
should just
See everyone
go
next
off.
week.
See you next week.
Cheers, folks. I'm holding it
Cheers.
carefully.
Little bunny foo hopping through the chainsaw.
I gotta go get
Bye.